You're listening to the No Hustle Mom Show. I'm Stacy Brown, here to help you blend ambition with calm and motherhood with possibility. Think of this as your weekly reset, a space to quiet the hustle myths, cut through the noise, and uncover simple, sustainable ways to grow with confidence. So take a deep breath, pour yourself a coffee or tea, and let's step into clarity together. I was sitting at my desk after a long workday, finishing one more client project I didn't even enjoy, when it hit me. I was making my business feel just as exhausting as the job I was trying to leave behind. It wasn't that I didn't care or wasn't capable. I just kept adding more, thinking it would help me get ahead. But instead, I was still carrying the same pressure I'd been trying to let go of. That's when I realized I needed to start building in a way that matched my energy, not the pace that hustle culture expects. Today, I want to help you do the same, to choose what steadies your energy instead of what drains it. I'll walk you through an easy way to make choices that feel aligned, plus 3 gentle questions that quiet the second guessing. There's also a quiet step that makes this whole process 10 times lighter, and I'll share that in a minute. Let's start by gently exploring how to tell the difference between alignment and avoidance, so you can stop skipping the calm path that would actually work for you. When we force strategies that don't fit, we don't just lose time. We start slipping into burnout cycles that follow us everywhere. They show up in our evenings, in how patient we are with our kids, and even in how much we believe in what we're building. Sometimes avoidance wears a cozy disguise. It sounds like, "This doesn't feel aligned," when really, it's just fear showing up in softer clothing. And here's the part most people miss. Not every bit of discomfort means you're off track. Sometimes it's just growth helping you build something stronger. That's why I like to use a simple 3-question check-in before I start something, while I'm doing it, and again when it's done. The first question is, does this feel heavy before I start, or just uncomfortable because it's new? Heavy feels like dread, hesitation, or needing a push just to get started. New but right feels like butterflies and curiosity all at once. A little nervous, a little excited, and it settles as soon as you start. The second question is, when I'm done, do I feel drained or do I feel calm and steady? If you finish and feel scattered or like you need hours to recover, it's a sign something's not quite right. But if you finish and feel calm and steady, even after putting in the work, that's alignment. And the third question is, if no one were watching, would I still choose to do this? This one has a way of revealing the truth almost instantly. If you do it again without the numbers, the likes, or anyone's approval, it's probably aligned. If not, it could be rooted more in performance than genuine purpose. Now here's how you can put it into practice. Notice the pattern, what's working, what's not, and how your energy responds. When the process feels heavy from start to finish, it's a sign it may not be aligned with your energy. If it stretches you a little, centers you as you move through it, and leaves you grounded in the end, that's growth. It works because it brings you back to yourself, not the noise, not the pressure, just what truly feels right for you. Before you change anything, give it about a week and simply notice how your energy responds. Most of us either give up before we see progress or keep going long after it stops feeling right. Give the task a few tries, maybe 3 to 5, and use these questions to guide you. If it still feels heavy after a few tries, it might be time to step back and see what your energy is asking for. If it starts to feel steadier, keep going. Just make small shifts in how you're doing it instead of changing everything. Let me show you what this looks like in real life. Live launches used to drain me. I'd feel the dread building the week before. My mind would race during, and then I'd crash afterward. So I swapped live launches for one weekly podcast episode instead. Before I hit record, I felt that gentle stretch, the kind that feels new but right. While recording, I felt calm and focused. Afterward, I felt steady and proud of what I'd created. That's when I knew podcasting was the right kind of growth, the quiet kind that doesn't need big numbers to prove it. At one point, I was trying to show up on 5 platforms, and it left me feeling scattered and drained. When I switched to sending one weekly newsletter, everything felt lighter and more grounded. I was spending the same amount of time, but the energy was totally different. I felt clear, creative, and more connected to the people I actually wanted to serve. This is the part where most people start to struggle. We often confuse fear for misalignment and skip the after moment, the one that quietly tells the truth. Or they end up changing everything all at once, and then it's hard to tell what really needed to shift. I've been there too. There was a weekend when I deleted my whole marketing plan and started over. Now I move through it one step at a time with more patience and trust. Start with just one task today and walk it through these 3 questions. You'll have a clear answer in about 20 minutes. No pressure, no stress. When you start choosing from this place, everything starts to feel different, lighter, clearer, calmer. Because now you're creating from feedback, not fear, and that changes everything. Clarity on its own won't fix fatigue. Even when you know what fits, it's easy to feel overwhelmed if your structure isn't built around your energy. Let's build on that clarity with 3 shifts that let you grow at your own pace. No hustle, no content overload. The first shift is all about simplicity. Simplify what you offer. The more complicated things get, the harder it is to feel confident. A lot of solopreneur moms end up saying yes to too many things. VIP days, custom projects, one-off sessions, because simplifying feels scary. When you keep things simple, one offer, one clear result, growth comes naturally. You feel calmer, your clients feel supported, and your delivery finds a steady flow. Here's how to turn this into something that feels calm, not complicated. Take a moment to look at your last 5 client wins and see what they all had in common. Create a short promise that describes the change you help people make. Something like, we'll go from overwhelm to confidence through a simple, supportive process. Hold on to what really helps you get that result and quietly set aside what doesn't. When I stepped away from custom projects and focused on my self-paced getting unstuck experience instead, everything started to feel so much lighter. My process got easier, my message clearer, and my clients could finally see when they'd succeeded. It can be tempting to add more bonuses or extras to make the price feel right, but you don't need to. Those little things, they are energy leaks. A gentle next step you can take today: tidy up your offers, clear out the extras, and keep one simple page live. The next shift focuses on something we often overlook: protecting your energy peaks. Filling every hour to feel legitimate drains your calm and your focus. Let your week flow with your energy. Honor the peaks and protect the moments made for rest. Maybe you have 2 or 3 deep work blocks, each about an hour and a half to 2 hours long. Set aside 2 days for client calls so the rest of your week stays open for focus and recovery. Keep one quiet CEO day just for planning and admin. Close your day with a short, steady shutdown routine. Pay attention to when your energy feels clear and creative. Maybe that's Tuesday or Thursday morning, and put your most meaningful work there. Try grouping your client calls on the same days so you can stay focused and protect your energy. Make Friday your calm CEO day, a time to review numbers, look over content, and wrap up loose ends. When your work has a steady rhythm, your confidence naturally grows with it. Ask yourself, does this schedule help me feel grounded, or does it leave me feeling scattered? Your small next shift? Limit your scheduler to just your 2 call days and protect the rest for deep focus and breathing room. Our final shift invites calm consistency. Choose quiet marketing you can sustain. The noise of social hustle has a way of drawing you out of presence and into performance. You don't have to show up everywhere. Just choose one calm home base and one way for people to find you that feels natural. Begin with one main home for your content, maybe a podcast, newsletter, or blog, and one simple way for people to find it, like SEO or repurposing. Each week, create one simple piece that answers a real question your clients are asking. From there, turn it into one simple email and one post to share. No daily posting pressure, no burnout, just space to create with ease. Create an evergreen flow, a simple archive, one calm opt-in, and a short nurture sequence that naturally leads to your offer. Here's how you can do that. Start by listing 10 real questions your clients often ask. Create 2 or 3 short podcast episodes, about 15 minutes each, or turn them into a few simple newsletters. Use clear, searchable titles that sound natural to your audience, something like How to Create a Weekly Schedule as a Freelance Designer Mom. End each piece with one gentle invitation to your program. No push, just a natural next step. The key question, would I still do this if no one were watching? If the answer's yes, you've found the work that lights your quiet passion. Skip the overproduction, the trends, and anything that pulls your energy in too many directions. Keep it simple and sustainable. Steady enough to grow, gentle enough to protect your peace. Here's a gentle win. Take a few minutes to outline 10 topics today, and you'll have 10 calm, steady weeks of content already planned. I want to share 3 gentle pivots that completely changed how I work. At first, I made things complicated because I thought that's what professional looked like. But when I simplified to one clear offer, the results improved, and I finally felt at ease. Second, I used to fill my schedule completely because it made me feel productive. But my revenue grew when I finally made room to pause, breathe, and focus on what mattered most. Third, I used to say yes to every visibility tactic, but when I focused on quiet marketing, my energy steadied, and my message finally landed. This isn't about doing less for the sake of less. It's about finding the calm that helps you do what matters most. It's about choosing what keeps you steady before, during, and after the work. Keep this in mind. Growth might stretch you, but it should end in calm, not chaos. When what you offer, how you spend your time, and the way you market all move in sync, you stop performing and you start thriving. Here's your gentle 7-day reset to help you return to calm and clarity. Day 1, review your tasks, offers, and commitments. Notice which ones feel heavy and which ones feel steady. Day 2, choose one heavy thing to pause for 7 days. Release the guilt and simply notice what shifts. Day 3, simplify your focus. Name your signature outcome and gently remove anything that doesn't support it. Day 4, pick 2 dedicated call days, 1 calm CEO day, and set a clear time to stop each evening. Day 5, pick 1 quiet home for your marketing, a podcast, newsletter, or blog, and outline 4 simple content ideas. Day 6, refresh your links and pages so they lead to 1 steady, clear next step. Day 7, reflect on your week. Run the 3 questions through your new rhythm and simply notice how your energy feels before, during, and after. Day 7, reflect on your week. Run the 3 questions through your new rhythm and simply notice how your energy feels before, during, and after. This isn't the energy of overhaul, it's the quiet practice of alignment. Let what steadies you become your foundation before, during, and after the work. Let calm be your compass, the quiet direction that always leads you home. Choose one thing that feels heavy and ask yourself gently, if this didn't exist, would I rebuild it the same way? If the answer is no, let it rest for 7 days, quietly, without guilt, without hurry. Notice the quiet shifts in your focus, your energy, and your sense of calm. Then come back for more calm, practical growth, one gentle step at a time. Thanks for listening to the No Hustle Mom Show. I hope you're leaving a little more organized, a little more focused, and ready to show up calmly. If this helped, share it with one introverted solopreneur mom who wants steady, honest growth. Do your daily one today, one small move you can finish, and notice what shifts. Before you go, grab this episode's extras in the No Hustle Lounge at nohustlelounge.com today, the listener guide, the checklists, and a 2-minute presence check. Subscribe to get calm, weekly practices delivered to you. No hustle, no burnout, no guilt. You've got this.